All right, good morning, guys. Phone's ringing, we're not answering that. We got a new week, Monday, September 21st, 2020, Tradingology.com's trading room. Good to see you guys. Hope you had a good weekend. We'll let you guys get settled in. I do have my speakers on, I believe. Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
Good morning. A little surprise this morning, huh?
Yeah, look at that. They tried to make you think it was going to be happy, but oh no, we see nothing but down volume.
Yeah, it's a true trend day so far. Too bad we couldn't get in at a decent price.
Yeah, the only thing I did was I took a small trade right on this candle as we were coming back down. That's the only thing I've done this morning was grab a little piece of that cheese.
Well, at least you got a part of it.
Yep, I got a piece of it. I'm happy with that.
Good. Yeah, I couldn't even load my Thinkorswim this morning.
Wow. I suppose they're famous for data fun when there's high volatility, right?
Yeah, you must have had yours open early. I started it a little after the hour, and it was getting about 15, 16 minutes in. It was still loading, installing updates.
Wow.
Yeah. But we've got to definitely have a very, very sharply lower market with a internals up in the above the 80s, close to 90 there, it looks like.
I got to zoom it back up so I can actually see it.
Yeah, 92. Wow. So, and the all of the volume is very, very close to the internals up and down issues. So it's definitely one of those days. So my wife wanted me to buy some Ethereum this morning. I said, no, just wait.
Today's not the day to buy right now.
No, this is not the day
Cryptos.
to go into the market. Although I do have orders in for XLM at around 0.063 cents. So we'll see if that gets filled.
Maybe if you get down to like 324 on that Ethereum, it might look good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someplace around there.
I just pulled this over, just looking at it quick.
Yeah, I was actually kind of interested in this area at 337. It's at 336 now because there was congestion just to the left of that. But it looks like it's yeah. There's a 320. What is that?
I'm not sure. This is built in.
Moving average, it says 99.
99-day moving average? That's an interesting one Binance picks. This is all just a Binance default chart.
Oh.
Wonder where they pull 99 from.
What is amplitude?
What color is it? Oh, I don't know.
Over to the right.
It's 11%, whatever that means. Or at that time it was. Yeah, now it's 11.24. Huh. I'll have to look into that.
I wonder if it's volatility related. In any case, yeah. So, and I've got a just a disclosure, order in for Link at 778. So, see if I get hit on that one too. We shall see.
Quiet bunch. Hopefully our microphones are working well. We can hear each other, so we should be good.
Yeah, I think so. Nobody said hello in the chat. Andre, good morning.
They're just trying to get their orders filled and get out while they're riding this. Don't try and catch the falling knife, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Where's the next level on? Oh, YM is down around 26,596.
Yep, so 26.6 would be a good point. If anybody is riding it down, looking for profits, that's definitely a good profit-taking point.
Yeah, so not quite a couple 200 points, but.
So that's what I was looking at when I traded this one down. I got out before this level hit.
Yeah.
And then there was another opportunity, but it was like, no, that's enough for me. But once it broke through here, interesting, lots of room down below the ES till the next green went down at 3150-ish.
Wow.
Hey, Roger, good to see you. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning, Roger.
And Tim made it in because he got I remembered to give him his reminder in the Slack channel. So there you go, Tim. Good to see you.
Yeah, so lots of stuff going on. I guess the news, I mean, who knows what caused this? There was the outbreak in the UK of additional cases. I guess the highest since they started. And then there was the Deutsche Bank news.
Yeah, I saw you had sent a message about that. I didn't get a chance to read into it yet. What do we got going on with the Deutsche Bank?
Well, this is a big deal. And this is kind of my rant for the day. But Deutsche Bank, it looks like they had laundered illegally about $2 trillion.
Whoa.
Yeah, and over the last few years. And so, you cannot launder illegally $2 trillion without a government official knowing about it someplace or approving it or just like being there and saying, oh, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. So this could be corruption on a very, very high level. Very high level. Maybe heads of state. Now, this is going to be really controversial, but how does money in the realm of $2 trillion move around the globe without a central bank knowing what's going on?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's not paper. That's way too heavy.
Oh, yeah.
That's purely digital.
That's right. So, you're talking about money laundering from illegal activities and criminal conduct. How did that ever? Look at JP Morgan's up there too, right?
500 billion.
Standard Chartered, Bank of New York Mellon. These are Ripple partners. Just FYI. What the heck? So yeah, it's just this could explode into something much more than just a hey, I'm pretty pissed off about it. They try to clamp down in cryptocurrencies and try to do KYC AML, and they've got $2 trillion in illegal criminal conduct going through some of the major banks in the world. What the heck?
Right. Yeah. Pot calling the kettle seriously black.
Yeah.
Or other way around. Seriously pot.
That's terrible. This is ridiculous. So we had the U.S. dollar index, the Dixie, moving up real sharp today. We're up at 93.70 on the Dixie, at 0.75%. We've broken out actually to the upside here of that little range that we're in. You see, it's kind of a new high here.
Yeah, this is the daily chart.
Yeah. So we've broken out up to a new high. We talked last week about the potential for the dollar index to rise when I was on Brad's show, up to new highs before it starts to decline. But this is, this shakes the confidence of the market. When if you're laundering $1 billion, who cares, right? But you're laundering $2 trillion. That's what is that? What is that? That is 1/10 of the size of GDP
for the entire globe.
Yeah.
Well, what makes it ridiculous now that 2 trillion is like rolls off your tongue after we've facilitated and printed all these other trillions, where it's like, and I did catch the recording from yours and Brad's, and if you guys haven't watched it yet, definitely go back and watch that one that he did on Friday on Brad's YouTube channel. But it's this could go, it's like reality is different now. where it used to be, 1 trillion used to be the cap, and we always heard about the debt ceilings, right? Years ago, oh, Congress has to vote on a new debt ceiling. Congress has to vote, government's going to shut down. I haven't heard a peep about a debt ceiling in forever, right? Because they probably just removed that. There is no more debt ceiling. But yeah, you're just printing up these trillions, so suddenly a bank launders 2 trillion. It's like, well, why does it matter? We're going to make 100 trillion more of it.
Yeah. I mean, think about the just in comparison, we did 800 billion in stimulus in the 2008-2009 financial crisis.
Right, and they call that the Great Financial Crisis. So what's this going to be called in a decade?
And since March, we've done 7 trillion. and 2 trillion of that, I mean, if you talk, when you think in those terms, what is that? It's like close to 30% of all the stimulus that the Federal Reserve has done.
Right.
Has been money laundered in, illegal activities. So
that's mind blowing.
It is mind blowing. It absolutely is. I'm speechless. I'm gonna check my cryptocurrency. I may lower those bids. Whoa, yeah, I may lower those bids. I sold Bitcoin. I had a little Bitcoin. I sold it at 10,950 when I saw the Dixie move up on Friday.
Well, that's a good spot for that one.
Yeah, but I'm not. But God, I'm still heavy in XRP. I still have a lot of.
Yeah, I got my favorite list here that I'm keeping. Look at these 10%, 10%, 15% on VeChain.
Yeah. That's a shame. They're all good projects too. The one thing I do like about cryptocurrencies over stocks, though, I don't have any stock ownership, long-term stock ownership. I trade the options, and that's about it right now. I don't have any long-term stock because cryptocurrencies are really a protocol, and they're not going to go anywhere. Even if they go to a penny, they're not going to go. They're still going to be in business, But you could invest in a stock, one of these zombie companies now, and it could go out of business the next morning.
Well, and what did you say? 60% of these now, or give or take some wicked percentage of zombies?
Yeah, 62% or 65%, depending on which you.
That's unreal too.
It is, yeah. And the crazy thing is, a couple of the stocks that they were talking about was buying back their own shares over the last couple months. And they're getting in the Federal Reserve is buying their debt. Why don't they sell the shares to fund their operations instead of selling more debt with the Federal Reserve buying it up?
Because the government said they'd save them, and the government wants to own everything.
And so it's the taxpayer that's on the hook.
Yeah.
In the end.
And
it's just nuts.
Tim was frozen. No problem, Tim. I said, glad you made it back in. Tim jumped out and she came back in for a minute. He was frozen up.
Yeah.
It's probably that data feed coming in, Tim, trying to compete with Zoom for your internet.
So I don't know. We're down 930. Geez, we're not too far away from 1,000-point drop right now on the YM.
Yeah, she'll come down and bounce off this level, that's for sure. It won't. It typically doesn't cut through them, typically.
Yeah, I'm watching. I got Thinkorswim on my iPad. So what is that level? 26,596.
Yep.
96,596.
Just about 80 points away from it right now.
So yeah, very. I don't know if there was anything else that really would have set off the market. The decline started about 2:00 in the morning, Eastern time. I'm not really sure if it is this Deutsche Bank thing or not.
Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing, not that I try and make excuses like they do for, oh, here's why it went up or down, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Bloomberg just has, stock slump on 2 months as this probe sinks banks. So maybe it is part of it. That's the headline, at least on Bloomberg right now.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, just look around. I check a few sites because there's nothing on the calendars today that would be related to that. Oh no, wait, Powell's speaking?
Powell is speaking now?
At 9 a.m. he was on the docket to speak.
Really?
Usually there's no Monday announcement, so I didn't even look this morning. Maybe that's part of what's going on. What's he speaking about?
Maybe he's at some sort of breakfast club or something. Rotarians.
Due to speak along with the rest of the FOMC board members about rulemaking for the Community Reinvestment Act via satellite.
Community Reinvestment Act. That's still a thing?
Huh. That's a new one. You usually don't see him speaking on Mondays.
Yeah.
Tim
So
says,
how was your weekend?
It was fantastic. We got another weekend of camping in, and I traded.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah, we got one more coming too, so we're making full use of the end of the summer here.
Good for you. It must have been cold at night, though.
The furnace is working.
Mm.
Tim says, Luke Groman interview on Real Vision is very good insight on the economy and how the Fed is trying to play both sides. Real Vision. I don't know that one. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that's Raoul Paul's
okay.
station there. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't listen to it yet. I did see it come up on my feed though on YouTube, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, and you mentioned, I think it was Thursday, when our friend Mike Maloney had one of the best videos he's done in a long time. I think it was Thursday, if I remember right, that came out where he's talking about a lot of the charts that we've looked at over times and whatnot, the Fred charts and just looking at the velocity and all different things. If you guys haven't caught his recent one, I definitely recommend that too.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, he had a lot of in-depth stuff, especially when it came to the overall general kind of economic situation.
Tim says, I can't speak suddenly. There we go, clear that throat out. He says it's about a month old, but it's pretty good about generalized statements. I did just notice too, Dave, since Powell spoke this morning at 48 minutes ago, he's due to testify tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Wonder what he's testifying about.
Yeah, that's a good question.
9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Is that a drop down, that green thing? See if there's any detail in there.
Testify on the CARES Act. Interesting.
See, I mean, there was no way that a Federal Reserve Chairman would talk about acts in Congress ever. But now they're asking him to testify on it. So typically what he does is he just sits there and says, hey, look, you guys got to do something if you want to stimulate the economy. I'm doing as much as I can. I'm buying all the treasuries across the yield curve. What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm buying corporate bonds too. What are you doing? Nothing. So
strange times we live in.
More than strange. Although, I mean, a buddy and I were talking over the weekend about how these are uncertain times. Everybody's saying, oh, these are uncertain times. Well, if you lived through 2008, 2009, those were pretty uncertain too. Those were really strange times. 2013 wasn't a cakewalk.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
And it's all a matter of perspective too, if it affects you or not and what you do in your daily life.
Yeah.
The older you get, the older I get, the more attention I pay to certain things. Whereas 20 years ago, it was like, yeah, we went through the dot-com crash, but I was just getting started in the IT industry. So I was like, hey, it's an opportunity for me. I can work on things.
Yeah, and I was just starting my internet business in 1999. So I was like, hey, I didn't even pay attention to it really. I mean, I traded it, but I didn't really pay attention too much
right.
at all.
which is one of those that always leads me to, the stock market isn't the economy. Everybody tries to think it is. Well, the stock market's doing great. Well, that's great. Just because the Fed bought the whole thing, that doesn't mean anything at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't increase the velocity of money. You can see the velocity of money is tanking.
I'd say it's a case for the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It reverses that. Just a slight slowdown on the volume going down here we see on the stair step as I zoom in. It's been trajectory. Now it's just slightly slowed. So those market makers are having fun with all those sell orders and making an orderly market, selling to themselves.
At some point they're going to say, we got to stop buying. And then hopefully people will stop selling. But, let's put this into perspective though. In March, what did we hit in March is the low. It's like 16,000, 18,000 on the Dow.
Right.
And we're still at 26.7.
Yeah, it's just one day. We got, we were having the 1,000-point swings.
Yeah. So, we've risen about 8,000 points.
Yep.
1,000 points here or there. Yeah.
2 trillion here or there. Huh?
It's just another day in the markets. The volatility, though, I think, obviously it's picked up quite a bit.
Yeah, we got the spike and then the reversion to the mean. So cruising towards the top. If you guys didn't hear, I know a few emails went out for the Wealth Masterclass members. There will be a meetup on Thursday, 1 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys are in the Wealth Masterclass and you haven't seen the emails, email support@strongmarket.com and they will let you know. Dave's taking care of that. We want to make sure you guys had that. There's going to be one this week and then there's going to be one next month. And then it'll probably be it until 2021 for the Wealth Masterclass.
Yeah, so we'll skip the holidays and go into January.
Yeah, take some holiday time off, family, whatnot, see what's going on, and then recoup for the Wealth Masterclass in January. Exactly.
Yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about Thursday, so make sure you guys who are in the Wealth Masterclass tune into that. And if you haven't joined the Wealth Masterclass yet, I highly suggest you sign up because Thursday is going to be really, really interesting. We've got a lot of stuff about the economy to talk about. We've been in a number of different positions, so we really want to get an update. It's more long-term stuff, wealth building, big trends, the big picture stuff.
Yeah, you put it together where it's not the day trading kind of stuff. It's not short-term things, but for anybody that, excuse me, I can't talk this morning. Would you say, I obviously partake in it as well and glean my knowledge and information on it. But if people aren't in it yet, like you say, yes, you can join it for this Thursday, but then you still get everything that was put together previously, and those all still hold true. It's not like because it was talked about in March that it's no longer valid. These are long-term things Dave put together. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I would recommend joining them for that if you're not in it yet.
Absolutely. So yeah, so big long-term trends there, which is important for your wealth. There was a client that I had it's a couple of years ago now. He inherited a sizable sum of money, and in December of 2018, we had a conference call because he had the market was going down pretty sharply. That's when Powell did an about face and decided instead of tightening quantitatively, he started easing again because he saw the market tank like 3,000 points in less than a few weeks. Remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
And I said, Fed will come in, save the day.
He'll get in line just like the ones before him.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as he wanted to tighten and raise interest rates a little bit, he soon realized that was an untenable position.
I think they showed him the secret book, and then he changed his mind on what he had to do.
Yes, the long-term inflationary picture of the Federal Reserve's mission.
Right. Now, this is how we do it around here.
I bet they said it just like that.
Wouldn't be surprised. All
We'll
right,
make an offer you can't refuse.
Exactly. With that, we'll probably wrap her up. Coming up to the top of the hour. If you guys got any last questions, hit us up in the chat there.
That flew by. Yeah. Welcome, Tim. Thanks for joining us. Maybe we should get everybody on a text alert or something. Maybe we do. Well, we did that one time, didn't we?
Did
we do text alerts for something?
We did. We had what was it called? The Vol Arb alerts, the morning alerts, back when we were doing Vol Arb more. That'll be coming back once this crazy volatility's gone.
Maybe we should just do them for the daily.
The trading room starting.
Trading room starting, yeah. Just to remind everybody. But I don't know. Maybe if we can do it in a way that's not too much work.
Yeah, I would say the easiest one is if you guys don't have the Slack app yet, get in the Slack channel. It's in the member site, and I'll post in there every morning, about 5 minutes too, just to remind you. So if you got it on your phone or you've got it on your computer, whatever you're watching, you can see the reminder will come in Slack. That's probably the easiest way.
That is the easiest way. That's right. And you can put Slack on your phone and you get an alert. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. And Roger, not quite sure when I'll be able to make the next one. See you sometime. Okay, Roger. Take care and be safe out there.
Yeah, last note, just looking at the calendar, it's not just tomorrow. It's Wednesday. He's testifying. Thursday, he's testifying. And Deutsche speaks on Thursday, too. So it's an action-packed week.
Yeah.
With that, we will catch you tomorrow, guys.
All right, guys. Have a great day. See you, Dan.
See you, Gabe. See you, everybody.